Two very important elections happening this month. Voters in Texas heading to the polls tomorrow as the people of Pennsylvania will turn out next week. So what can we expect and what will these elections tell us about November? Here to break it down, editor-at-large for Ballotpedia, Scott Rasmussen. Now, Scott, it feels like everybody just went to the polls like 2016 was yesterday, but people are going to be casting their votes again coming up pretty soon. So what's going on?
Well, people in Texas will be casting their votes tomorrow. Hard to believe. We're already here.
Unbelievable. Here we are.
And then next week we go to Pennsylvania for a special election. In Texas, there are 36 congressional seats where there'll be primaries in. There's governor's race, all kinds of other races going on. And by the way, while we won't talk about it, there's a lot of state legislative races that are determining the future of Texas politics.
Okay, so both of these areas, the special election and, of course, the state of Texas, Trump country, but we're seeing a lot of enthusiasm in the Democratic Party.
Absolutely. So far in the early voting, Democratic turnout is double what it was 4 years ago. Republican turnout is up just a little bit. One of the things I'll be watching for on Tuesday is, does that translate to a massive increase, or was it just a case of the Democrats getting their voters out a little bit early? One sign to watch. The second question, though, how far left will the Democrats go? The energy, the enthusiasm. You saw it on TV last night. The energy for the Democrats is coming from the left edge of their party. Will they begin to nominate candidates who are too far to the left to win? One big area in Texas, Texas 7, John Culberson is a Republican congressman there. Hillary Clinton won the district by 3 points, and the Democrats have a primary where their national campaign committee has attacked a progressive candidate because they're afraid she'll win.
Now, if they go too far left, is that sort of bad for them in the general election?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In fact, if you think of all the stories in recent years about when Republican Tea Party candidates were too far to the right, this is the mirror image of it.
That's right. All right, take me to Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania, got a special election coming up. This is Trump territory. This is a district Donald Trump won by 20 points. There should be no question, but we've seen a lot of special elections in the last year and a half where all of a sudden the Democrats think they have a candidate. Conor Lamb, the Democrat, is pretending he's not a Democrat. He's distancing himself from Nancy Pelosi. He's talking about all kinds of issues national Democrats won't talk about. Saccone, the Republican, is talking about Donald Trump. We're going to see what happens. Big concern here, Saccone didn't do a very good job of fundraising. In the first 6 or so weeks of this year, he's outraised by about a 5 or 7 to 1 margin. But the Republican outside groups have stepped in to make sure he has plenty of funding.
All right, so let's go to look ahead at the midterms on a whole.
Yeah. Now, Carl, you know, we talk about this all the time. It's way too far to tell exactly what's going to happen in November. But the signs that we'll be looking for on this, in Pennsylvania 18, if the Democrats win, it could be a sign there's a big blue wave, that the Republicans could really get wiped out in November. If the Republicans win, well, they're expected to win this district. We're back to the same sense of probably a 50-50 shot of who controls the House. This is just the first sign. But, you know, hey, the election season's getting started. It's an exciting time.
And I believe that President Trump is going to be visiting Pennsylvania because he does not want to lose that race.
That's right. And Mike Pence has been there, all kinds of activity.
That's right. And big number 24, right? That's the number that Democrats
need to win 24.
To control the House seat. So that's a number to look out for.
And by the way, in the last 10 midterms, 4 times out of 10, the party out of power has won more seats than that.
There you go. Something to look out for. Thank you so much.